Hello. Hey, family. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. It has been quite some time since I had a chance to lay eyes on my family. So I'm going to give it a few minutes for a couple of people to join in because I didn't even tell you I was going live tonight. So I know some of the family may be a little upset with me because I didn't announce it. But whenever you get a chance, come on in the room. My name's Brandolyn, and if this is your first time joining us, welcome. We love having new people, and I feel like everybody should be new now because we haven't gotten together in so long. But if you've never joined us for a live, make sure to tell us that you're new and where you're from so we can show you some love. Meanwhile, once you get in here, if you've been in here before, please tell me that you're here. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch some of these comments. Hello, T. I hope all is well for you. Hey, Q, I've missed you too. I missed you guys. But we are finished with school. Thank you, Jesus. So now I can come back and harass you. How's everybody doing? Yes, family. Y'all are making just warming my heart. You're warming my heart. I see all these comments coming in. Hi, Margaret Ann. How's everybody doing? Hi, Faith. Hello. Hi, my Mary from Michigan. I hope all is well. Hello, all the way from Georgia, my Georgia peach friend. Well, listen, tonight's going to be a little different since this is our first time back. I'm going to, of course, do a Bless Your Heart, but I also just want to just take a few minutes and wait a minute. And my family makes me drink. Oh, I got a couple of those too. It's okay. Well, this part of your family in here and in the virtual world, we'll just give you a hug and make you laugh. How about that? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Hi, Annie. I'm so glad that you're here. Oh, from Floyd County. I know all about Rome, Georgia. Well, I'm so glad that you are here. Let's see here. Hey, Diane. Yes, we are back together. We just had it was taking too long. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me while I finished school. We finished with an A and a B. Thank you, Jesus. It just got really tough towards the end. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for letting me take a small reprieve so that I could remember my name. Okay. Let's see here. How did the semester end? Thank you, Sarah. I got an A and a B. And I start right back this Wednesday. But, as long as it's not the beginning, I'm okay. It's just towards the end, things tend to get a little scary, but I'm hoping this summer won't be nearly as bad. So how's everybody been doing? I need to know what's going on with y'all. As you can see, I posted some pictures. Oh, thank you, Margaret Ann. Thank you. I posted some pictures. I was at a torturement this weekend. Y'all, people take this stuff too serious. It's not that serious. Oh my gosh. They were really upset at this torturement this weekend. It actually rained on us a little bit. So, but it's all good. I'm just glad my daughter went out there and actually swung the ball and the bat met a couple of times. So thank you, Jesus, for that. How was your Mother's Day? I want to know about that as well. As you can see, I have a new picture. And I thought, here, let me pull it where you guys can see it really good. She drew me some fish. Now, is it just me or this fish right here has some legs on her, some true legs? And so Sydney told me I was holding the picture wrong and that it's supposed to be like this, but it's supposed to be fish, okay? It's two fish in the pond and you can see the rocks in the water. So that's Miss Sydney. Doing what she does. Oops, did I do it wrong? I did it wrong. I'm sorry. That's the way it's supposed to be. Oops. Let's see here. Let me catch up with some of these comments and then we'll jump into tonight's Bless Your Heart because it's quite interesting. I can't wait. Counting down to the last days. I know y'all are. It's testing season. So children and the kids are bonkers. Yes, testing season means that they are testing their teachers' nerves. That's what that means. Hi, Amy. 1 month until I'm off for the summer. My oldest graduates from high school. See, you got a lot of milestones happening. Again, they're testing your nerves. Jennifer said, I'm just at work doing the night shift in the NICU. In the is that am I correct? The NICU, which is the I can't use my words. The NICU is the ICU for babies. Oh yeah, okay. Love the baby so much, oh, and I love you so much. If it wasn't for those NICU nurses taking care of Sydney, oh my God, I appreciate the NICU nurses. Sydney was in the hospital for the first 2 months of her life, and oh, I am indebted to the NICU nurses. So thank you for all that you do. Hold up. T got accepted, y'all. Hold on. I got accepted to the TECA Fellowship Class of 2022 to 2023. Tennessee Educators of Color Alliance. Only 15 people out of loads. Well, congratulations. Won't he do it? Yes. Okay, with the fellowship, we hear you. We're here to support that. Let's see here. Glad you're back. I have 4. Let me tell you something about these wisdom teeth. I had 4 wisdom teeth removed last week. Healing great oral surgeon, but I wish it didn't have to be me. Latara, my prayers go out to you. Let me tell y'all about wisdom teeth after you get a certain age. Now, Latara, I don't know how old you are, but I got my wisdom teeth removed maybe 2 years ago. My gums, your gums harden the older you get, okay? So they had to do some digging and some prying. They told me I would be back to normal and able to, resume normal activity in a day or so. The next week, I could finally open my mouth wide enough to say hello. Okay. Whew. It was not wise. All the wisdom was not in my wisdom. It was not wise to get those teeth taken out. So I completely understand what you are going through. Okay. See, Julie's praying for you too. Her husband is a dentist, and so she understands. Woo, it's rough. It is rough. Okay. Well, listen, let's jump right on into tonight's topic. This bless your heart situation, because I want to kind of do a dual thing. But we'll talk about the bless your heart first. And if this is your first time joining, let me tell you what bless your heart is. Bless your heart is a Southerner's way of insulting you with a smile. Okay. Or keeping their mouth shut so they don't say anything that they should. Oh, bless your heart. And so sometimes certain people just need a bless your heart. This situation actually happened in India, and I'm sure a lot of you probably heard about it. But a couple is suing their son and their son's wife because they've been married for, I believe it was 6 years, and they have not produced a grandchild. Now, they paid for their son to go to school, and if I'm not mistaken, he became a pilot, okay? And they're saying, look, we paid for you to go to school so that you could give us some grandchildren. And so they are suing him for what is the equivalent to $650,000 in American money, because they expected a grandchild. They pretty much have put a ransom out there. They have a year to produce a grandchild for them. I'm just going to read these comments real quick. And you guys tell me what you think. Wait a minute, I need some prayers. Check Tuesday to see if I have a fractured hip. No, Diane, no, Sister Johnson, we don't claim fractured hips. And don't you dance that hard anymore. You dance on the other hip. Don't dance on that hip. You can't party that hard here. I hope all is well. I hope that you feel better, but we're not claiming a fractured hip. We'll just dance hard on the other hip, okay? Let's see here. Barbara Smith says, so after 4 years of widowhood, I have started. Wait, we will get to the bless your heart. It takes a minute for the comments to come in about that anyway. I started dating again. I'm ready to give up dating. It's not what it used to be. Oh, not at all, Barbara. I'm so sorry, Miss Barbara. It's not. But this is something that my daddy taught me. And I feel it's that type of advice that I'll keep forever. I'm not a widow. So I can't speak to that. I don't know that experience for you. Okay. But I do know what it's like to be lonely and want to go out. And my daddy said, don't wait on somebody to take you out. You take yourself out. You dress up, do your hair, put on some makeup and a cute outfit, look in the mirror and say, I look good. And take yourself out to eat and take yourself to the movies, because That is attractive. And it might just attract the right person your way. It's called advertising. But you be good with you and you step on out there, and the good Lord will send you who you need. Trust me. Trust me on that one. I know you know that's true. Because truth be told, I wasn't necessarily looking for Daniel. He just kind of appeared in my life. So I hope that you at least find someone whose company you enjoy. Okay, and you can go out and just enjoy their company, but don't necessarily fool with those apps. Some people aren't ready for that, and I understand if you're not ready for the apps. But Plenty of Fish, they got one for seasoned saints. I'm not sure how old you are, but I forgot what it's called. Just take your time. Take your time. Put your toe in the water. Make sure that toe is connected to a long leg of a dress that's showing off your legs. The right one will happen. Let's see here. Maddie says, I have a senior graduating in 2 weeks. Boy, with a tournament Monday and Tuesday, band on Tuesday, Wednesday, and softball tournament Friday and Saturday, the 28th. I will be happy. Y'all say a prayer for Maddie because I know what you're going through. Every day that ends in a Y, none of it belongs to you. I understand. I understand. Let me jump down here to see if you guys have made some comments about this this couple. Oh, and Indy, Margaret Ann. I know. Okay. Was a contract signed? Well, that's their argument. Their argument is that when we paid for him to go to school, that was a part of like a contracted deal. We'll pay for you to be able to get a life and to be able to take care of yourself so you can have a family, so you can give us a grandchild. But back to the family suing their son. I know. uh, what do y'all think of that? Do you now? I'm gonna play devil's advocate with this whole situation because this happened in India. Okay, what I do not know, and I want to put this out here because we don't ever want to show or be ignorant to other cultures. I don't know if when it comes to the culture, I need to find this out. If not producing a child, it brings bad luck to the family or reflects bad on the family in some way. So I'm trying to give deference to that. For example, in some cultures, your firstborn, it's frowned upon if your firstborn is not a boy. So I'm trying to maybe not continuing the lineage is a problem. That's what I'm getting at. So I'm trying to throw that out there too. But give me your thoughts. I know, but this is America. I know. What would you do? And who gets to bless your heart? The parents for thinking that they could win this lawsuit? The son and the poor daughter-in-law who are just living their life, who may not want children or may not, be in a position to have them, or the lawyer who took this case, or the judge who has to hear it. Who gets the Bless Your Heart award from this? Let's see here. Missy says, bless your heart. I've read the headline, but thought surely it would be thrown out of court unless there was a contract stating college tuition equals grandchild. That can't be something a judge would entertain, right? Another country, another set of rules. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let's see here. Bless your heart. If the son pays the parents, then they have nothing on him anymore. And both he and the wife can live their lives without the parent hovering over them anymore. That's true. That's a hefty price to pay, my Lord. But that is true. If he pays them back for the tuition, they have no leg to stand on. I agree. So that's true. Hello, Miss Edwina, how are you? That is a bunch of mess. I wouldn't have signed nothing. You can't rush her womb. Now that's a word if I did hear. So who gets it, y'all? Who are we giving this award to? Hi, Lady G. I hope all is well. Let's see here. T says the daughter-in-law and the son. My response is, what if the son and the daughter-in-law are struggling to have kids? Exactly. That the son and the daughter get the bless your heart. Okay, so we're giving it to them. Ooh, I'm gonna give it to the daughter-in-law just because that's rough having in-laws like that. Ooh, bless her heart. Mm. Well, let me ask you all this since we're on this subject. Now, listen, before I ask this question, don't you name people. We're not getting in trouble today. Don't name. We take out details that can incriminate yourself, okay? But have y'all had in-laws from hell? Do y'all have in-laws from hell? Or do you have an in-law story that made you question your marriage? Have you ever had that? Feel free to share. Share with the family. But make sure to take out, don't give me names. Don't put names out there. But let me know if you have that. Aruba in the house. That's wonderful. Hello from Tampa. Does anybody have an in-law story that could top what this poor girl is going through? Make sure to type it in. Desiree says, is that lady seriously whacked out of her mind, suing her kids because he doesn't have kids yet? I guess you can sue for anything these days, which is absolutely crazy. They are going to lose the case. I hope so. I hope so for several reasons, because I feel like this may open the door to other crazy things. But again, it might be cultural. I keep reminding myself that's the only reason I could see the judge even entertaining this, if this is a cultural situation. Let's see, huh? Let's see here. Oh, this is wonderful. Everybody has great in-laws. Let's see here. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to sneeze. I've been sucking in Satan's dust all weekend on that doggone softball field. We got home. I couldn't breathe. My chest was hurting, and this eye was about to fall out. Whew. Anything for your children, right? Let's see here. Karen says, I'm from Texas, and bless your heart means something different. The parents get the Texas bless your heart. Oh. Karen, please share. What does it mean in Texas? I want to know what it means in Texas. Let's see here. Nope, 39 single, never married. Well, Margaret Ann, be thankful that you never had to experience anything like this. And there's a lot of people like Mary Wade who said her in-laws were a blessing. So it's a toss-up. Some people have in-laws that are absolutely wonderful. And then some others, their in-laws serve a great purpose. They're strengthening their prayer life. That's what their in-laws do. So you just never know. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch in. Oh, we've got a story. As an Indian woman, I can tell you for sure that demanding a daughter-in-law for a child in a month or two after a marriage is very common. Okay, thank you for telling us this. However, there is a high chance that these parents can be sued for financial harassment. The good thing in all this is the husband is with the wife against the unkind parents, which is not a common scene for about 70 to 80% of couples. Thank you for the facts. Thank you. That is what kept me from not going completely off, is because I figured this may be something that is cultural. So thank you so much for coming in here and explaining that. So I'm assuming because this is something that is cultural, the bless your heart does go to the son-in-law and the daughter-in-law, because he is going against tradition and he's going against what his parents request is. So that's common. Well, let me ask you this, and then we're going to jump into something else. In these situations, by not having a grandchild, does that bring shame to the family? That's my question for you. Thank you so much for answering that for us. Oh, I had in-laws from hell. She's dead now. Enough said. Okay. Well, we're moving on. I understand. Enough said. Sabrina says, oh girl, my mother-in-law raised a man baby. He has to call his mama for everything. His nose is stuffy. Call mom. And I am a fellow softball mom. You're right here, okay, for that softball mama. And I'm so sorry that you had to deal with a man baby. I'm so sorry. Oh. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. We're gonna and I'm waiting to get that answer on the last cultural question that I asked. I'm so glad someone was in here to answer that. So I think it's all fair to say we're going to give that to the in-laws on this one. Now, switching gears. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to catch up with the questions. Topaz, she'll have to answer for you. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But either way, it does bring up a good point that some things are cultural. So, switching gears just slightly, I'm going to give the parents this much grace because I believe, be it cultural or not, sometimes our love is just misguided, just a little bit. Oh, thank you. Indian from India, South India. Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you so much for being in here. And that's what the family's all about, y'all. When we talk about stuff, I need, and I say, hey, can y'all answer this, or can you tell me this, or if anybody can add or explain, this is what we need. So you educated us tonight. Thank you so much. Um, I want to ask this too, because I've not been here, so this is kind of old news, but I'm very curious on how you all feel about this. Just maybe with love being misguided slightly. The the jailer, Miss White, who passed away last week because she helped an inmate break out of jail to run off and live this life. I'm curious on how you guys feel about that. Um, was that was do you think she was really in love? And she was willing to risk it all, and she did risk it all? Or do you think she was just misguided? No judgment. No judgment. Because on some levels, well, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to wait to hear from you guys. I'm just curious how you feel about that too. Oh, my comments got stuck on me. Let me know how you all feel. Hi, Melanie. Greetings and salutations. I'm so sorry. I didn't tell anybody I was going live tonight. It's a delay of the pain meds, though, something other than pain. Oh, well, I hope that you enjoy being with us tonight so you don't think about pain. No pain, no pain. Let's see here. My first thought was it was right out of SUV. Fair. But homegirl, let me tell you, a woman on a mission. Homegirl planned this out. She had the car stash. She sold her house. I mean, she did everything, okay, to set up to help him get out. Miss Christine said, loves can make you do some crazy things. In a way, it's kind of romantic, isn't it? I mean, of course, I hate the way that it ended. But I worried for her because of his background, and her willingness to just give up absolutely everything. Carol said he totally manipulated her. Absolutely. He probably said absolutely anything he could just to get out of jail. I agree with you. I agree with you. So is it safe to say we sympathize with her? Does anyone not sympathize with her? Let me ask that. Jennifer says, we all have a need for love, significance, and I think people will even go against their own values to get it. Absolutely, Jennifer. And your statement actually brings up a question, and I'm not judging her. I'm simply pushing us, okay? How strong are your values if you're willing to give them up for love? Just a question. Absolutely no judgment. Did she really not think they would not get caught? I know. I don't know. I wonder that too. Like if she was just willing to just risk it all and it didn't matter, you know? I think she just misled by someone she thought loved her. Absolutely. You guys have lots of comments on this. Hold on. Nikki says, I think her self-esteem was unfortunately very low and that she couldn't think correctly. Okay, so she had lost her husband and that got swept up Mr. White. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's so, in that way, it's sad. In that way, it is truly sad. That's true. Isn't it weird how it can be romantic, it can be sad. It's so many different angles to look at this story from. And don't worry, I'm asking for a reason, and I'm going back to what Jennifer said. Tasha said, just wow. This is things we do post COVID, trying to wrap my mind around this. But hey, if she likes it, fair. Fair. I think she was vulnerable because of grief of losing her ex husband. Love is blind. Love is blind. But, okay, well, let me ask you this. Love is blind. I agree with you. But does love hurt? Can love hurt you? Is love supposed to hurt you like this? Is it really love? And I'm just asking, is it really love if it means you no good? Sarah says, I don't see romance. Well, I'll tell you a minute. I see sadness and mental health issues. Fair. I see them as well. But I also see a little bit of a, like if you remove that, if you look at it and it's just take away all of that and just look at the pure innocence of it. I hate to use the word innocence. Take that off for just a minute. The Romeo and Juliet side is where I was going with that. But grief and mental illness is all over it. Absolutely. Grief can change you in unimaginable ways. That is so true, Lisa. That is so true. And I think that a lot of people don't take the time to take care of themselves, especially grief. That we don't acknowledge grief as something that we need to actually allow ourselves to go through. And it may require that we go and talk with someone. A lot of people do not like talking. They don't want to go to counseling. But grief is, especially your husband, or sometimes it doesn't even have to be a person. It could be the loss of a job. It could be something that you've put yourself into, your whole self. And because of that, when it's gone, you feel like you've lost a part of yourself. Do you understand what I'm getting at? So I think we all need to be aware. Grief shows up in many different ways. It comes from many different sources. And we need to be aware of it. And it's a process. Fair? Okay. Everyone is saying she was manipulated. No, love isn't supposed to be hurtful. Love is not supposed to hurt. Sometimes it's done by accident. Very true, Topaz. Very true. Very, very true. Lord have mercy. Yo, we only got 2 minutes left. What happened? Hurt people hurt people. This is so true. We need to discern before making a serious and important decision. That takes a sound mind. Okay, so we've been all over the map today, but I think that this is good. All of what we're talking about is very, very good. And Sarah, where's Sarah? This is a form of abuse. Abuse is not just physical. There's emotional, mental, and financial. Absolutely. And I think that plays into what a lot of people are saying about the manipulative part. Okay. And let's see here. She knew it was wrong. No sympathy. And everyone is entitled to that, to how they feel. I understand that as well. I think that through every situation that we encounter, experience, or we see on the news, it's very hard not to be desensitized to a lot of things because there's so many things that we see and it's happens so constant. It's just constant. So to kind of bring up some points that we just shot out there like that, I think we can all agree. Grief is real. It is a process, and we need to be kind to ourselves and allow ourselves to experience and go through the changes of the process, which may mean we need to talk to somebody. Okay. When you are grieving, sometimes that alters your mental state. And when your mental state is altered, it makes you, like Jennifer says, it makes you push away from your values. And it also opens you up to be manipulated. Okay? So we all need to be cautious of that. We all we are all one mistake away from being in a bad situation, one decision away. So that's why, from a family standpoint, I pray for her. I pray for her family in her absence now. I pray for her family, and I pray for him being in jail. Okay. Now, I saw some other comments that came in that I really wanted to get onto. And listen, you guys, sometimes I don't get to everybody's comment, but Terry, this is a good point. Terry says, I think that I am grieving because I am retiring in 2 weeks. Grief doesn't always have to be a person, and that's a perfect example. And you need to allow yourself to go through that grieving process and find something else. Although you're leaving that job, this also means this is the exciting part about where you are. You are closing one door, but be excited about the door that's about to open for you because the opportunities are endless. Don't go in your house and close the door and never come out. Find something that interests you. It may be that you volunteer somewhere. It may be that you go and you sit with someone, or you start a new hobby, or you travel, you do something. Don't allow, you're going to grieve. And of course, you'll always think about that job, but make sure that you don't harp on it so much that you close the door for the next chapter. Okay, Miss Terry? And congratulations on your retirement. Okay. Now, I saw a comment, and I'm trying, Edwina, there it is. My daughter is graduating from kindergarten on Wednesday. She's very smart, and I'm proud of her. And we are proud of her, too. Congratulations. Love on her and give her a big hug for me. And also congratulations to all of you all who have high school seniors who are graduating, or who are graduating college, who are retiring, or at that point where you can get a break and get to enjoy your summer. So congratulations to all of you all. And for those that are retiring as well, congratulations to you. Then also to I forgot who it was, so you guys have to tell me. Someone is going to the hospital to check on their hip. We're going to pray for you. We're going to claim no fractured, broken hip. We're not claiming any of that. You will be back on your feet, dancing with both hips next weekend. We're not claiming that at all, okay? Y'all, I'm so happy to be back and just being able to love on you. And Miss Christine, I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to end with this. Y'all, we know not the day nor the hour. There were people, I believe as of right now, 10 have passed, 3 are injured, who were simply trying to buy groceries in a grocery store. That's it. They weren't doing anything wrong. They weren't trying to hurt anybody. They simply were going about their daily lives. We know not the day nor the hour. And my prayer is that this allows the city of Buffalo to come together. I pray for every single one of the people impacted, the families, the police officers who have to handle that crime scene. I pray that we each live every single day to the fullest. And every single moment is not promised. It's not. So we definitely, there was a shooting in Dallas too. Oh my goodness. I don't know about the Dallas shooting. I just knew about Buffalo, but I'll definitely look at that. And we're definitely praying for them in Dallas as well. We definitely are. You guys, get your shine on and live absolutely every day to the fullest. And this week, if you have a moment, say a prayer for those families in Buffalo and say a prayer for the families in Dallas. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Get your shine on, and I'll see you next Sunday, because I'm back. And of course, there will be some Never Again videos. I'm sure of that. Have a great day.